Hey guys, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How you all guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you all are staying amazing, and I hope you guys are keeping it safe. On today's video, I'll be sharing an amazing recipe that will help you regain back your womanhood and that will help to regain back your tightening. This recipe is a very effective recipe. This recipe will not only help to regain back your womanhood, but it will also help to get rid of infections, fishy smell, offensive smell, and it will also get rid of minor bacteria down there. This recipe is a very effective recipe, and the ingredients I'll be using for today's recipe are all medicinal ingredients. They are very effective, very beneficial, and very potent. Okay, here with me I have my first two ingredient listing. Before proceeding with this recipe, a quick disclaimer: I'm not a medical doctor, so for any underlying health issues, please consult your doctor practitioner before proceeding with this recipe. Okay, so yeah guys, without no further ado, let's dive right into the next step of this video. So before proceeding with this recipe, like I always say on my channel, please make sure to be hand hygiene. Either you putting on gloves, or please go ahead to wash your hands so very clean before proceeding with any recipes. Okay, so right now I will go ahead to put on my gloves. So after putting on my gloves, I kind of love to still wash my hands. So yeah, washing your hand after putting on your glove is a personal preference. Okay, so I'll go ahead to wash my hand before proceeding with this recipe. So to prepare this amazing recipe, I'll be using 3 effective ingredients to prepare this recipe. So here with me, I have my first 2 ingredients. I'll be using my ginger roots and some cloves of garlic. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is to take out the peels of my garlic, wash them, and I'm gonna cut this into smaller pieces. Okay, so yeah guys, let's keep going. So right now, I'll go ahead to wash and slice my garlic into smaller pieces. Okay, so after chopping my garlic, I'm going to set it aside like this. So the next ingredient listing is my ginger root. Like I always say, I love to work with my ginger roots without taking out the peels of my ginger. Working with the ginger roots without taking out peels is much more effective and very potent. Okay, so feel free to take out the peels of your ginger if you want. So the next thing I'm going to do is to wash my ginger roots, and I'm going to cut this into smaller pieces. So after washing your ginger roots, make sure to cut off the base. Okay, so we ain't using our ginger base. Okay, cut it off. Cutting the both ingredients, the next thing you want to do is to set this both ingredients aside. Set it aside for about an hour before working with it, so that way they can be much stronger and very potent to use. Okay, so I'm gonna set. So after setting aside our chopped ginger and garlic to sit for about 45 minutes, the next ingredient listing is clove. Clove is magical when it comes to VJ tightening and infections. Clove will naturally help to regain back your womanhood, help to regain back your tightening, get rid of urinary infections, and this will also play a very vital role in restoring back your pH balance. You can as well go ahead to do your research about this ingredients I'll be using for this recipe, and trust me, you will be so amazed. Okay, so what you want to do is to get a tablespoon of clove like this in a well clean breakable plate. I'll be putting in my clove into my plate like this. You can go ahead to add more tablespoons of clove. If you're going to be making this in a very large quantity, go ahead and add more spoons of clove. Okay, for the sake of this video, I'll be using a tablespoon of clove. So the next thing I want to do is to add in my hot water. So I'm going to pour in my boiling water into my clove. Okay, so for this recipe, make sure to use hot water or boiling water. Okay, so I'm going to pour this into After pouring my hot water into my clove, this is what it looks like. So the next thing I want to do is to mix this together like this. So the next thing you want to do is to add your chopped garlic and ginger into the hot water. So the next thing you want to do is to stir this together. So after putting everything inside your hot water, so the next thing you want to do is to cover this, allow this ingredient to keep steeping inside the hot water, and you're going to set this aside for about 3 days. So that way those ingredients can be well infused, okay? So what I'm going to do right now is to cover this, and I'm going to set this aside. Set it aside, allow this to sit for about 3 days before working with it, okay? So I'm going to seal this up, I'm going to cover this, and I will be right back to show you guys what it looks like after 3 days, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is to set this aside, so that way I'm going to have a more potent and well infused result, okay? So I'll be back to show you guys what this looks like in 3 days. So guys, this is 3 days later. I'm going to show you guys what my substance is looking like. So this is what it looks like after allowing this to sit for 3 days. This is what my substance is looking like. As you can see, this has been infused. So now that our water is well infused, very potent and ready to use, the next thing you want to do is to grab a clean glass cup. So you're going to dip this into your water like this. So you'll be using this infused water to wash down there. First thing in the morning, as soon as you get up from bed, you use this water to wash down there, and the last thing at night before going to bed. This water will help you regain back your womanhood, to help to get rid of infections, those strong offensive smell, fishing smell, urinary infections, like name it. This water is highly potent and very effective, okay? This water is very effective for women who just put to bed as well. Use this water to wash down there every morning and the last thing at night before going to bed. Please, if you are pregnant, do not do this recipe. Like I said, all the ingredients I use for this recipe are very beneficial, highly medicinal and very potent, okay? And for the remaining, you can preserve this in your cabinet, in your bathroom, but please do not put this in the fridge, okay? Avoid putting this in the fridge. The longer you set this aside, allow the ingredients to keep steeping in the water, the more stronger, effective and more potent results you're going to get from this, okay? So you're going to pour this into your empty can, your clean jar, set this aside in your cabinet, in your bathroom. Each time you want to use, you simply strain out the water and you use the water to wash down there. It's as simple as that. Please do not put this in the fridge, okay? You can as well go ahead to do your research about this and to see the potentials of this recipe, okay? So yeah, and this water will also help to increase the lubricant of the VJ and to get rid of dryness. Like, this water is a whole vibe, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is to transfer all of this into my empty can, okay? With me, I have my empty clean can. So after pouring everything into my clean empty can, the next thing I want to do is to shake this very well. I'm going to sieve a little into my glass cup. So after sieving into your glass cup, this is what you should drink. Okay, you drink this on an empty stomach in the morning as soon as you get out from bed, and you use a glass cup of this to wash down there in the morning and at night. So drinking this is going to help to speed up the effectiveness of this recipe. This will help to tighten the walls of your VJ internally, and using it to wash down there will help to regain back your womanhood externally. Okay, so yeah guys, this is all for this video. I hope you find this video really interesting, helpful and useful. If you do, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks to my old and my new subscribers. Thank you so much guys. Thank you for supporting me this far. You guys are amazing. Thank you. And if you have any question, feel free to drop it right in the comment section. Thank you so much. Thanks to my new subscribers and thanks to my returning subscribers. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to share your thoughts. Leave your comments right in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this recipe. So yeah guys, I'm sure hope to see you all on my next one. Bye bye.